My black shirt smells like McDonald's
I'm
fries.
smelling the same thing you're smelling. So either we're both having a stroke simultaneously.
Well, you know what? I'm happy we're having a stroke together.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if I was going to have one, at least it's with a friend.
Yeah, you don't want to go solo.
Yeah, into that dark night.
Into that particular dark night. Oh, now listen. Gather red throng, as the suds recede. Obviously, welcome back to our Cavern of Delights. I am your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horkrimson. However it came to be, you fell an ass backwards into Twitch's brewing program.
Brewing? It's our brewing program.
It's connected to the other. It's a full theme. Our brewing program, Acquisitions Intoxicated, although that's not wrong either, to be perfectly frank. Brewing out does occasionally occur on this show. Even when Holly's here.
Yeah, a lot of bro energy.
It still works.
High bro energy.
Yeah, Twitch's brewing pogrom? No, that's not what it is. Anyway, what is the purpose of this show? I'm glad you asked. It's to give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. I am joined, as almost always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster and so much more. Eric J. Benson, Azerbaijan. Crucial messages coming in.
Yeah, listen, I got shit to do, okay?
Listen, I know exactly. Yesterday, you were working hard yesterday.
Yeah.
It was a crazy day. But Azerbaijan, Edge, Notorious EJB. Now, of course, you understand broadly that we adhere to the metamyth and the monomyth. We adhere to both myths. And we're mythsmiths, but also the hero's journey. So we know that there is a sacred crucible, and we know that it has to travel through the underworld. I mean, everybody, listen, you've seen it all before. Now, what are we putting together inside here?
Fuck, I wish I knew. I don't even, where are we at?
My guess is...
It's Zimmer Brewski.
Yeah, my guess is that this is a Austin-themed barbarian product.
Yes.
Okay. With ease. Now, what did we put together for our good friend?
Like just about fucking everything. No.
Oh, it's all big. It's strong, right?
It's a red IPA for blood.
There we go. Blood, right?
But predominantly it is Golden Promise.
Okay,
with
so
a little bit of
sweet.
Vienna, roasted barley, and crystal for caramel and
wow.
Smell those grains. Maybe
No, I was just going to say, so it's a really stable, Jesus Christ, and there's a lot of it, too. Yeah. What did the ABV end up being on this?
A lot.
Christ.
7.5.
I mean, that's one of the fullest brew baskets we have had in a minute. I mean, obviously, they'll see it on the cam. Jumping, Jesus. All right, here. And hop-wise, it looks like it's Magnum. Is that what I read on there?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what it says over there? Maybe we're not making Zimmer Brewski.
Yeah,
no, Magnum, okay.
Yeah. Now, are we putting the whole...
I don't know why I have cider up here, too.
Oh, cider is today's beer.
Oh, that's what's on tap.
Yeah, exactly. That's just on tap. So Zimmer Brewski, how much of these hops are going in? 0.75.
0.75.
Okay. Can do. Right. No, and cider, obviously, in quotes, but that is our mimic-themed product.
I'm going to put the old plastic in there, too.
Oh, yeah. So delicious. You know me. I like those shavings. We used to have great shavings on this show.
The
microplastics. I saw a report.
You're not going to do the one weird trick?
Yeah. No, I had read a thing yesterday that was like, yeah, so we studied brains. We got some brains out. We just pulled them out of there.
Like you do?
Yeah, like you do. And brains just fucking chock-a-block with microplastics. Just microplastics all up in there. It's just like, oh, okay. Well, and I mean, I don't know. There's a lot to think about there.
Not really.
Yeah. I guess those portions don't do a whole lot of thinking, unless they do. It's that toxoplasmosis thing. It's like it seeks out more plastic. All right. Off there. Measurement secure. 0.75 Magnum is a hefty supply.
Yeah, well, it's giving us 55 IBUs. So.
Yeah, it's a big boy. I mean, for a red IPA, this is going to have a significant.
I mean, not really. I mean,
payload.
A red IPA usually has 40 to 70 IBUs.
Oh yeah. and IPAs can go much higher. I just mean the entire product is just big.
Oh,
It is.
kind of appropriate.
It is barbarian tier. So watch this. Let's get this in here. Barbarian. I feel confident we've utilized that
Jesus.
nomenclature.
Yeah. Can we? This is getting ridiculous today. Get the microplastics out of your head.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here.
Oh shit! I should probably add that in.
What, microplastics?
That too. They're flowing through my brain.
No, I'm just, I gotta connect to your...
No, well, there's. Hold on.
Is there a couple problems?
Why don't you just sit down there and tell a story?
Absolutely.
All right.
So hey everybody, it's me.
This is the ASMR portion of this show.
It's your friend Jerford K. Horcrims. What's
a spooky story?
Yeah, I was just saying, what's been going on? Have we switched from Halloween? Is there a war on Halloween?
No, Halloween.
No, everybody's doing Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Like, Halloween is like Christmas this year. There are so many decorations everywhere.
It's great. I love it.
I mean, I feel like people are leaning way in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's.
married on Halloween.
I feel like it's happening. The only difference, the only question I would have is that I feel like are people standardizing on spooky season linguistically? Because I feel like I've seen that a lot. Maybe that's just in advertisements.
I think it's just
That's
ads.
an ad thing.
Yeah, I think it's like the holidays.
Yeah.
It's another way of saying holidays.
That's it. Come on, keep going.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm clicking on this button to try to scan.
It's not. You're not going to find a fucking thing.
There's nothing here. You can deal with it. Oh,
Keep
well,
talking.
I got it under control. So, I mean, it should be said, this is an incredible opportunity for me to go into even greater detail, perhaps, because obviously we do some wargaming on Tuesday afternoons. You're familiar with, of course, Black Remnant, the Inner Sphere, BattleTech, Stompy Robots, the Mackie. I mean, does this do anything for you?
The Anthony Mackie?
No, different guy.
God damn it.
And
I like Anthony Mackie.
but something that I think would, obviously Black Remnant is a rich blend, it's a war PG, it's a heady blend of two zesty things. But what I will say is I think that the Halo Flashpoint war game is probably the most streamable war game of all time. I think it'd easily be the most legible, most sensible game you could possibly show, because it isn't about a bunch of crazy abilities or extra things that you're marking. It's like, you know exactly, like if this person has the DMR, you know what they want to do. There's like, just like in the game, there's like weapon pickups that drop onto the field. There's like super items. You can play CTF. You can play oddball. You can hit people with the ball.
How many people can play at once?
Well, they have rules for up to 4, but I mean the basic structure of the game is like 4v4 battles.
Okay, you can check now.
Nope. In fact, it already found it.
Oh, well, that's great. Look at that.
My recipe. Recipe. Here we go. Now, grog, days of summer, gnawing thirst, Checknomancer, gerrymandering.
All the things.
I remember that one. That was
Here, let's go to the next 17.
Gerrymandering was fun.
Zimmer Brewski. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we're gonna start. We are gonna skip the detailed instructions. We're gonna skip the tests. We're gonna start now. All right. Now already, it is preparing to brew. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, I got you. Oh, the actual plate is there. The frame is sort of goof troop. Anyway, it's fine. I mean, this poor creature endured much at our hand. We have banged this thing around a lot. Now, all right, so the first portion of our ritual having been dutifully undertaken, now, of course, we move on to phase 2, which is the sampling of cider, which is the mimic-themed beverage that we made last time. So let's take a looky-loo. Now, what do we have going on for cider, style-wise?
It is a bitter beer.
Oh.
Because
nice.
it's mimicked, right? So it is Maris Otter. It's basically an ESB. Maris Otter with a little bit of caramel and some special roast.
Oh, okay. So it's going to have a nice toasty, caramely energy in there.
We put a ton of fuggles in at the beginning and the end, and we use the ESB ale yeast.
Oh, here. Yeah, it has a novel aroma, I would say.
Good novel or bad novel?
But we shall see.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to know very soon.
It's not very clear.
Nope.
No. And what does this mean for us? And also we have take a look at the froth, the very small bubble. I mean, but there's head retention and then there's whatever this is. This is just a hat. Honestly, the smell is not bad.
No, it smells like a beer.
Yeah, right? Here, let's try it.
Tastes like a beer.
Yeah, I mean, that tastes like beer. I wonder why it's as cloudy as it is.
It has been.
No, this has to do with the primary fermentation. So it's cloudy because you want to, after primary is done, you want to be dropping some. Or what the fuck? Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there is something Goof Troop with it, but it is not the taste. Like, the taste is actually kick-ass.
There's just a lot of protein in it.
Yeah. Oh, you want this is putting in like the tablets, or is
You
this
can
like the
either put
isinglass?
Whirlflock or isenglass. You can put that in.
Yeah. Oh, just to catch the floating proteins, basically.
Yep.
Oh, I see. It's just the process.
Yep.
We're just seeing the process here. Are we going to get? Is there going to be something happening to our tummy as a result of these proteins, or is it just an aesthetic thing?
No, it's just an aesthetic thing.
Oh, cool. All right.
Like,
who gives a shit?
Okay, so like filtered and unfiltered beer, getting a clear beer is literally marketing.
Right. No, but it is possible for it to clarify naturally like lagers, right?
Absolutely. But
you can also filter.
But all of that is marketing. For you to want a clear
crisp.
beer. Yeah.
It's a crisp classic, like a Pilsner type
we've
thing.
literally been programmed to think clear beer is somehow better.
But yes, I mean, having gone through the conversation, which is what it is, there's something about the initial part of this process. The flavor is not the problem.
No.
The flavor is really, really good. And the body is nice. So, I mean, breathe a sigh of relief, I guess, ghostly. You know what I mean? No, I'll probably have another one of those. What the fuck ABV is it? I gotta be careful, obviously.
That's not bad.
It can't be, right?
6.5.
Okay, for an ESB, I feel like that's
a little high.
It's pushing, but it is. This is the wicked trick of the
mimic.
The mimic, right? So, it is what it is. No, I'm totally in. Aroma's good.
Hey, you know what? You got good aroma.
That head though, not going away.
No, that initial pour was fucking crazy. All right. No, that's a winner for sure. All right. Right, so it looks as though the process, you have the camera on the apparatus, Josh. It certainly sounds like it's wicked. Oh yeah, it's starting to wet the grains already. Yeah, its wicked task has begun.
Wow, Zimmer Brewski just fits on that.
Dude, it fits, at that level of font, it fits exactly the width of the display window. Dough in, baby. Zimmer. I love it.
There are Pyro, there's multiple ways to get the proteins out of suspension. Some of it happens on the hot side when you're done, and then some of it can happen on the cold side.
Just once it's finished, it's gone through the entire process. There's ways to get
Or
this
when
stuff
you're
out.
lagering.
Yeah, exactly.
It just depends on what you do.
It just depends, Piril. Hey, now, Piril, are you heading to Unplugged? Because sometimes you do. And sometimes we have a drink at Unplugged. Oh, Jux. I'll take a 70 for sure. Thanks, man. But those have always been positive experiences for me. If you're rolling in, I know that you'd like to on occasion. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see TNP there.
Oh yeah.
They were talking.
Is Taub coming? I don't.
I mean, listen, we have friends. We have friends and allies from Scotland.
The funniest thing I learned, I've learned how to make Taub's magic tablet. There might be a tablet war.
Wow.
Not really. I don't have the time to make it, but I've learned.
Well, yeah, but he has got that ancient
Yeah, he's got like a
Scottish
fucking fisherman on the wharf.
ally. He's got like a IRL wharf.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, no, and I'm not trying to con shame at all. I'm just saying that every time we have hung out IRL, it's been great, and I look forward to an opportunity to do it again. Yeah. I mean, luckily you have a very cool skill, and I hope you land on your feet soon. Oh, you're in Scotland. Oh, here, nothing's happening in Scotland except that occasionally fishermen make tablet, and Talp brings it to us.
Yeah.
That's
Very good.
I don't worry. I think Scotland's doing fine. I don't think there's any issues over there.
Yeah.
I think they're doing well.
But I've learned to make said tablet, and now
It's like sugar butter, right?
pretty much.
I mean, that's the
it's
plan.
just a fuck ton of sugar and butter.
In some type of suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Piril. I have TikTok. I know that there are some issues over there.
I didn't know we had so many Scottish watchers, and
This
I
is
love
bizarre.
I
I would
absolutely
say
love
that
it.
this is bizarre. Oh, is it bedtime?
I'm gonna have to make
Is
a
that
trip.
what it is? Like, are you like
Then it's evening.
in bed, or you're like at the PC, and it's like you're sort of like easing into the night, and we're just happen to be 7:30.
Half 7,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, this is what we're talking about. Now, so
Literally, I'm making a trip to Scotland. I'm just gonna go up from the lowlands to the highlands and just say hi to everybody and chat.
well, they're all people that we know apparently. It's all the same. It's all the same motherfuckers. But no, that's what it is. This is why this chat is so wild, because it's like you got the U.S. day, like midday, and then you have people chilling. They've entered the chill phase of the day, and they spend that time with us, which
love
of
it.
course we appreciate. How many Scots would you need before they get their
Pax
own
Highlands,
packs?
fuck yeah.
Yeah, now we're talking. No, I mean, my understanding is that you got EGX. I mean, am I wrong? Like, don't you have like, can't you like get on a train and go to Gamescom? Like, I mean, I appreciate the vote of confidence, certainly. Like, I think that we make a very, very good, I mean, arguably the best show of its kind, but we typically don't come in and try to start fights with existing shows. That's definitely not how we do it.
Isn't the reason you started was you were starting a fight with, what was it?
E3?
E3.
No, we weren't starting a fight with E3 when we founded PAX. Regular attendees couldn't go. E3 was press only. So we founded a show that attendees could attend.
Press.
Exact. Well, no, but
No,
well, when we founded PAX Dev, there was a no press rule. Yes, that's also true.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Cider is it. Cider is where it's at. And in Edinburgh, Grind and Click, I am also a member of a club.
So am I.
Which one?
The Scott Malt Whiskey Society.
Yeah, same. Yeah, and they have a tasting.
I'm a
room
member
there.
of other clubs in Scotland. So
Well, no, I was just going to say you actually are a member of many fraternal orders.
yeah, I've been knighted in Scotland.
For real.
Yeah.
For
you,
what?
You could call me Sir Eric if you would like.
I
Going to.
might not do that.
I
but,
think you should.
But I'm saying that, like, how did that happen?
I can't talk about it.
Oh.
No, because I did a lot of charity work.
Oh yes, yeah. I know that you are hooked into that type of stuff. I know you have a life that is separate from making beer and drinking it in the afternoon.
Yeah, I had a Duke that made fun of me through the whole process, and it was great because I was wearing black kill toes.
That feels this feels Scottish.
Yeah. But it was great because we drank a ton of scotch afterwards, and he told me when he was made a Duke, he will also wear black kill toes and got made fun of.
So he's maintaining a ritual here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put it in the titles for sure. Now, does this club have rings? Now, probably. A lot of them do. Now, so we have to figure out what today's theme is, what today's vibe is. I mean, we have had some great ones recently. Cider delivered. What do we have in the hopper for the future?
We have 5 more.
Yeah, we have a pretty deep roster,
Next
right?
one up, I believe, is the Grog Days of Summer, and the one after that is going to be Berry Cherry, and I forget what the next 4 in the list are.
Jesus. All right, here. So what you're hearing is that there are 5 more incredible beers that we have made together, and they're just in a line, and we're just going to knock them down.
Honestly, the biggest problem is we have literally run out of kegs.
No, exactly. We got to get these out, and we got to murder them with the Star Sand. Now, I would go to Ancient Robot Games in Edinburgh, but it's very far away. So it would be very difficult to do. Oh my gosh. Drinking in Scotland was, for me, a very positive experience because of the obsession with real ales.
Oh, yeah.
They have, 3.5, 4 ABV. You can drink as many as you want and walk home.
Yeah.
You could bike home. You could skateboard. It would be fine. Oh, it was so good. It was so nice.
Yeah.
It's like real ales on tap. You see the sign, it's like, well, we gotta go in here. Okay.
Not arguing that.
No.
What we were on is Greyhawk, doing all the characters.
Yeah. We were grinding classic characters.
We also do a Halloween thing.
Halloween.
Yeah, here.
No, you're
Wow,
boring.
you're boring. I
There's
got
so
married on
much to do
Halloween.
with Halloween.
Halloween's
Just don't
great.
do generic.
Jen Eric? Rude. So we got Halloween in here. What's a laird?
A lord.
Oh, it's Scots, right? Nice. Oh, is that what laird? Oh, jeez.
That's what you use for that.
True. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. It's a cooking thing.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Oktoberfest is actually very long. I'm not sure if you knew that. It goes for
a month.
It goes for a while.
Yeah.
All right, so Halloween energy, we love it. I mean, we could just hit an Oktoberfest beer. I mean,
Way early.
we've done tons. I'm saying that here in our brewery, Oktoberfest beers occupy a very specific realm. We could play around with the hooks a little bit. I'm not saying that it is the most exciting
Also
thing,
do-
but it's not up to us.
Thanksgiving beer because it's going to be done at Thanksgiving.
Intriguing.
Make a turkey beer.
Well,
Well, that ruined it.
yeah. In Munich right now, that was incredible. Munich was fucking so baller. That place is crazy. We were in Englischer Garten? Is that what it's called? Is that the long word? It's this big crazy park. That's the first place I saw fireflies. That's the park I was telling you about, where I tried to cut through the woods to save time, because otherwise I'd have to go all this way and then go out the gate and then go back. But I could literally see my apartment through the woods.
Yeah.
And so we just cut through and started to see fairies or some shit.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much I missed fireflies. Like growing
They're
up,
crazy.
I had a park across the street from my house, and every summer night it would just be filled with fireflies. So you'd get like a fucking light show.
It's
And
magic.
then I realized, they're not out here in the PNW.
No, Equinar, it's possible that a little bit farther south, like in our deeper more ancient forests, we do have such creatures, but
I don't think so.
No.
yeah, not
Fireflies
not up
are-
here. I mean, I don't know, down in the rainforest or
think
something.
that's
Like, I haven't
Rockies.
spent.
I've been there and
Fireflies.
I haven't seen them.
Yeah.
And I lived in the redwoods for a while too. and
Oh,
I-
for real?
So, in Northern California.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no fireflies west of the Rockies. I believe it. All right, I need one more vibe, and then we'll.
Hi.
Lightning bugs?
Lightning
Yeah,
bugs,
sure.
same thing. Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Is that what you call them? Is that the term?
No, we call them fireflies.
Yeah. I feel like lightning bugs feels like middle.
I mean, that's like the TV show. Like that.
Yeah.
That ship looks like a firefly.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
acts like a firefly.
And it's got that ass.
Yeah, it's got that fat ass.
Lightning bugs are the more Midwest kind of thing.
Yeah, I've heard lightning bugs, but we always, you know.
All right. So here's 4 options. One, a couple of these are meta options. We can dig into them if we want to, but like obviously Greyhawk, that's going to fork into a discussion of a few characters. And
Yeah, 'cause
honestly,
we still have
we
we still have
have-
characters to do in
Oh
Greyhawk.
yeah. We have been those have been very, very successful themes. But as Washington's smallest, longest operating small brewery, any one of these themes are something we could.
Like, who's that?
Any one of these themes.
I mean, 5 years is actually kind of hitting near the.
Yeah, the break point, right? It's good. But yeah, a few options on there. Go ahead and take a look. Yeah, largest operating desk-based brewery. But the truth is that out here, you see a lot of those like co-working spaces that are essentially like repurposed storage, where there's a bunch of them over in at Freelard that sort of like on Leary between Fremont and Ballard.
Yeah,
There is a ton of those like workspaces that people are running very small breweries.
I saw that
Tons.
and it blew my mind. I was down in Soto going.
Yep, yeah, same,
and
same.
I was on a back road and there was like, I saw the back of a building and it was just a garage door and inside was a nano
still.
brewery. I'm like, what the, where?
It's real though,
Yeah.
in Solace, the corner store that, I mean, if you're ever in, up in our neck of the woods, Solace is a corner store par excellence, incredible beer list,
That
great
is the
trucks.
weirdest like corner store. Like if I lived in that area, I would be there more, like that would be my bar.
I'm there every day.
Yeah, it would be my bar.
I'm there every
and it's
day.
a corner
And-
store.
No, exactly. And then not far from there, it's if you're trying to make a trip of it, like not far from there is essentially the center of the brewing universe in Seattle, where we used to write all the C-Team stuff. A little bit farther north, you got a couple Chuck's Hop Shop locales. It's all good. But Solace will definitely hook you up. They have what you need to proceed. Now, Greyhawk is not winning this one. And I
Wow.
think that,
God, what the fuck is a Halloween beer?
well, we'll have to get there.
It's lots of things, Eric. Expand your mind.
It's
What-
mega
what,
witchy.
White girl pumpkin spiced beer?
I mean, deal. That sounds great. Is that your theme?
Or, you could go with Halloween the movie and make it bloody horror.
We just did that for Bobby.
No, horror though. Like,
Like something you don't want to drink?
yeah.
Something that attacks your senses?
Yeah, a beer that sort of like the blob, like a beer that is a creature.
Maybe
Blob is a
put some
weird
kids' blood in
movie.
it,
It has such a young Steve McQueen in it. Like he is a baby in that movie.
The car from Cars.
No, Steve McQueen.
Oh, all right. Now,
The car from Cars.
now,
Wow, dude.
maybe.
Go there.
Now, here we go. So, Halloween vibes. Let's get down in here, right? So, are we talking about something pumpkin challenging for our small brewery?
Not really, just
I mean-
boring. Everybody does it.
Yeah, I mean it's very common.
Make it interesting.
Pumpkin. I'm just saying as a vibe. jack-o'-lanterns, wormwood.
Garlic.
I saw somebody, they had like they were basically making like a beer inside of a pumpkin and they sealed it with wax. That's gonna explode.
No. Candy, like
We've done
just as
candy.
sweet and like a bucket of candy.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
use Belgian candy to put in there. Sure.
Candy sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so Halloween candy.
It's not really going to affect the taste too much, but it's get you a lot
ABV.
of ABD.
It's gonna turn it up. Yeah, now toasted pumpkin seed flavors, Goblin Gnome. Now you're moving into sort of like the rich, savory. You're looking for something brothy. Garlic? Yeah, stop it.
Ugh.
Vampire beer.
Anti-vampire.
Vampire repellent beer.
Yeah, vampire repellent beer. This is great cheese that has a ton of garlic.
Yeah, exactly. Here, now Bonsi's nice. Bonsi's nice with it. What about something that is just the darkness? Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am saying, because that's true. Like that is the coolest. That is the coolest part about it.
I agree. Ben Affleck is not real wormwood.
What?
Affleck?
No.
Affleck. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, oh my God. I mean, I will never forget it. This was like 6th grade. Like, my memory is such that, like, it's like a full sensorium of a specific moment. And there was a fucking, it was like 6th grade, where I filled an entire pillowcase with candy. I had to go home and get another pillowcase.
Dude,
That's good.
That's nothing.
That's a good
We
night.
took like garbage bags, like for.
Oh, like Glad bags?
Yeah, we filled those.
Dude, that's honestly, like, that's sick to death. I think that is baller.
You can't get shit now.
And I commend you. But I mean, we were eating fucking candy in January. Like, I mean, you ration that shit out, you get strategic with it. Oh, man.
Lasts all year.
Yeah, exactly. If you're right, if you do it
Although,
right.
Sometimes when you get towards the end, it doesn't taste so good.
Yeah, it's not really meant to age. We don't age our candy. Right, I am. Thank you, Mr. Snord, for breaking the tie. We are going to go with the darkness. Now, to my mind, I don't mean darkness like, bleh, like.
You mean like?
Bleh, bleh,
You know what I mean?
bleh.
Like, bleh. I don't mean like that. I mean that, like, because it's such a weird time. There's so many other people around. It is dark, but there's no fear. Like, it's a very, very specific feeling to be out way too late. Like, that's the first time a lot of kids are out way too late. And I'm glad that my youngest is, like, still down to clown.
We could do like a wood-aged beer. That would be fun, where we put some
chips?
oak chips into the fermenter.
Yeah, okay. Something wood aged. That's got a good vibe. You get the casket, right? I'm into that.
Ghostly, do we have any room to do any lagering? Or are we full up?
Well, I mean, this right here, we just got this one back, I guess.
We are ordering a couple more kegs.
No, I'm not talking about kegs. I'm talking about space in the freezer to do lagering. Do we have room in the freezer to do lagering?
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, here, I mean, this will be. We can choose when to do this, like
Yeah.
when to let this rest, right?
Yeah, we just, because
Not really.
the tank takes up basically one, because basically
Oh yeah,
we can fit 3 in there and the tank takes up one slot, and the CO2
yeah.
takes up one
I
slot.
say that we just wait to make this one,
Okay.
right?
No, there's other things we can do.
We'll give it a little bit of time.
We could just have one on carb instead of having carbon for 2 weeks. We just have carb for 1
No, I like the 2 on
Two's good.
carb.
Dude,
We're getting better results.
It matters.
This was a better.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best, but it was still better.
It's weird, but it does, like, because back in the day we used to force carbonate. It matters if it has a chance to actually like chill out and rest. Tropical stout. We go with the fruity. Is that bad?
For a Halloween beer, you want fruity and
I mean,
tropical?
it's kind of like candy.
Yeah, it's a candy.
Okay.
Right?
Tropical stout.
Like
Put it in, you fucking weirdo.
Because it was almost candy.
You eat chocolate and then you eat some Skittles and you're like, what the fuck is happening? In my mouth?
Yeah, it's very common.
And we can do a spiced beer.
Oh, that's a classic.
And particularly an autumn seasonal spiced beer.
All right.
Like a pumpkin spice.
Hey, yo. Wow. Now, no, these are all winners here. We cannot lose. This is just going to be good. Here, now Lagdemon says, can we just dissolve some sweet tarts in the brew? Trust me, we have had some, as I suggested, this brewery has been in operation for a substantial period of time. And almost any experiment you can imagine, we have undertaken here. And once
Damn, what do you got in those pockets? Like, pulling out all kinds of shit.
What you got in them jeans? So once in an attempt, like a misguided attempt ultimately, to tantalize Mike Krahulik, we did like a flight of candy beers. And it turns out that a lot of the stuff they make candy with is just like industrial poisons. Because as soon as it hits the alcohol, it starts to strip something out of them. And it is not good.
He liked just a straight beer.
No. What he liked is a classic German lager. No fighting at all. For him, ultimately, the game is about ciders, right?
Have we done a wood-aged one before?
No, we had chips inside the wine that we made, but that's all it would involve is just
Can't believe
it's
that
just
one
chips.
actually did not kill you when you drank it.
It was fine. It was fine. I'm surprised that it turned out at all. If I remember correctly, I tried to open the bag of juice with my teeth.
Yes.
I can only imagine what types of creatures entered the fermenter.
Yeah.
It's like two creature enter, one
Thought
creature
about it for
leave.
Like 2 years.
No, the yeast beat it. Whatever it was. All right. They are interested in the wood age. No, it could be that they are fascinated by the. It could be that they're fascinated by the concept of the casket
Would you
energy.
put wood chips in?
Yeah. That's on the back end. That's all it's going to require. And then once you're going to pull it off of that, like you pull it off of the rest of the stuff that's in the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm mostly, in terms of wood aging with beer, I'm mostly familiar with oak. Is there a reason why you couldn't use other chips?
You could, but it's mostly oak.
That's traditional, right?
What other chip would you want to use? What flavor?
Oh, I would use,
Cherries sometimes you.
yeah, I would use fruit woods.
Cherry might.
Cherry, peach, apple, like they're all really, really interesting tastes.
Apple might be.
Walnut would do.
Well, yeah, it's another oily wood. It'd be similar to oak, I think. I wonder if it's even safe to drink. I don't know. I listen.
I'm not going to be a part of it.
No.
So
Yeah. Deadly nuts. No, we're gonna go wood aged on this. This is gonna be great. I think this is gonna be very strong indeed. I'm still loving cider. It's still good. It just keeps earning.
I was a little worried it smelled a little bit funky, but I also apparently thought that a beer was spoiled when it was just that's how it smelled.
Well, no. I mean, the truth is that, it all comes down to the taste eventually. And yeah, there's definitely proteins in suspension. Something happened on the initial fermentation, but the taste is good.
Walnut is food safe.
Okay, there we go. Probably still not safe for this man, but safe for the rest of us. Oh, dude, yeah. Grind and click. Hopped cider is actually huge in Washington State. There's a reason. Like, this is an apple state, and it's also like where the nation gets its hops. So hop ciders around here, especially fresh hop ciders, are not out of the question. Do you find anything good? Well, I saw you looking at a beer concept over there. I got excited. I got tantalized.
Yeah, I got ideas.
Well, what do you got? I mean, let's talk about it.
Well, first let's get our
Oh, guardrails.
guardrails.
Absolutely.
And this could be anywhere between 2% and 10%.
Ooh. Wow. All right. So this is a broad remit. Yowza. All right. We're putting our life into your hands here with this one. Monster Energy kills yeast. Oh yeah, God only knows. There's all kinds of crap in there, Harass. There's all kinds of shit. There's guarana, taurine. Yeah, I suspect it's a potpourri of antibacterial weird shit.
We gotta use yellow birch.
Why?
The fuck?
It adds toffee, butterscotch, honey croissant, light lemon, and tropical fruit.
Yeah, okay, you go find some yellow birch
A
chips.
flavored wood?
All the woods add flavors, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's we understand that like to a certain extent from like smoking meats, but I have never heard one that offers.
I'm sure.
Did you literally put 10 fucking percent down?
Well, you said 10. You said 10 was in there. I
You know us better than that,
did you type in what I said? Yes. Yes.
I said there's
give a 10.
guardrails. You didn't have to go to the end of the fucking rail.
Well, no, I mean honestly, yeah. This is the last stop.
Yeah.
This is darkness entire. That one would have to sit for a bit.
Jesus.
We're putting that candy in there, right? Isn't that how you kick up that?
Well, yeah. I mean, in this, because as we had discussed before, candy sugar is probably a. I mean, even to make something 10% inside that
We're putting sugar in.
vessel, it has to have raw sugar just for the creatures to eat.
Straight through the guardrail.
Yeah, DZD, yeah. Maple, my suspicion is that maple wood is another classic. It's another classic for smoking. My guess it would be really interesting in here. But Demetrius, I think that right now what we're trying to get our mitts on is enough information about it from the guardrails to sort of know where to dial in. That's my suspicion. Because wood age is quite broad. We need to know a little bit more. We need to do a poll. Long story short. So I don't know if you're familiar with Jackbox games.
Heard about them.
They put out a new game. So typically they put out games in packs. I think it's called Survey Scramble. It's a new game from them. It's just $10, and it's all based. It's all based on survey questions. So it's sort of like Poll Mine or like Family Feud type energy, but they use the database and they interpret it using a bunch of different games.
Oh.
That all just tie into the database. God, it was really, really fun. It was the very first time anybody had a chance to play it was at PAX Oz. It was a blast. All right, okay, 10. Yeah. So, grind and click, this is sort of in that barley wine. Once you get up to 10, you're moving into some rough stuff. So let me put that note down in there. ABV, 10. That's 710 here. Let's just try 10. That's plenty. Now you're looking for that CERM. Now it's in the darkness category, right?
Yep, 2 to 50.
Okay.
Want to just jack that shit up too?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, if it's darkness themed, we gotta get wild with it. No, George, do you have access to his? Yeah, this is exactly right. So yeah, we'll give you some options over here. We'll give you a 30, 40, 50. Just imagine that 50 is darker than dark.
Thanks, Armando.
Oh, I'm so glad. Welcome aboard. All right, 30. SRM. The 50 is sort of a flex, like it's like the Alchemist. the heady topper where
How
it's
do
like
you put 50, 40 and 50. They're literally it doesn't get darker than 40.
this is why I'm saying it's like The Alchemist, right? So heady topper,
How did you
the
50?
the IBUs are beyond the scale.
You just put like
You can't
dark
taste
and
it.
dark.
Yeah, exactly. It's clownish, but I think that it will be fun
But what is getting voted for?
to turn it up.
And darker.
Well, here no,
No, it's like
Chuck's-
there is no darker really than 40.
Yeah.
And then you're just playing with numbers to say it's darker, and it's really not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying that it's like where the heady topper is like, yeah, this is 8 million,
Yeah.
or like Scoville or whatever. Like there's a threshold on what we can perceive here at some
Yeah.
point.
13 million pure cups, I assume.
Yeah, well, I mean, and we saw it's
No,
like
pure cap is nothing compared to all the other dumb
Yeah.
shit we've done.
No, pure. You'd be surprised. Pure cap is hot.
It's the one that we got.
No, that's the classic pure cap.
Because it was very oily.
Yeah, but that's how pure cap has always came in that little test tube with inside of the
Yeah.
medicine
Well,
bottle.
and all we need to know is like, what we're saying is that from an experiential perspective, there are fresh.
Stupid fucking gummy bear. Was
There are
a
fresh
million
gummy
times
bears
worse.
with the devil's
Almost
toe.
killed you.
Yeah, I know.
But like fresh peppers, dried peppers, like those experiences were much, like from an experience perspective, were much worse than the pure cap. Like by the time we got to the pure cap, like we had Mad Dog 357
I don't
and-
think Mad
and-
Dog is that bad.
and Da Bomb.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't think the bomb is that bad. I think it tastes like the dirt. But
Well, no, it absolutely tastes bad.
Yeah.
The issue is that a big part of its base is this oil. So it's just like napalm. Like some of these like sauces, you're like, hey, that's a cool sauce and it's hot. You put that on something, it just never leaves. It's like that hop oil, right? You just now everything's
Yeah.
hops.
It was like that beer that we made with the that just coated your tongue in heat.
Yes, the 2-pepper one.
Yeah.
Right here, 50.
That was
Right
good-
here,
That was good stuff.
it was. And then Lydia came in and drank it. It's like, oh, this is good.
Oh, this is good. Oh, wait, no, it's not.
I can't get enough of this. All right, now we're looking for those ebus.
5 to 50. So 50 being close to the IPA range, but remember this is going to be a darker beer with heavier malts, so it's really just balancing out the sweetness of the malt.
Yeah.
Yes, Pyro, we've done several smoked beers.
Yeah. In fact, we had a sort of C-team cookout at the house once, and we had done some grilling over there. And then one of the things that we had done at the end was smoke some applewood chips, which we used in a beer, and it was great. Yes, I am familiar with the Dracula shot. The C does not stand for Cookout Cranston. It stands for Cranston. I can reveal to you today on this program.
Wow, you kept it that long. That's like
Yeah.
8 years
Yeah,
worth of
I maintained the
hiding that.
secret. Yeah,
Oh, it's not a secret anymore.
no, it was though. I mean, it exists inside of our cloister. It's controlled. Here now, George, would it be possible to see the Zima Brewski? Because I just heard the pump get active, and my guess.
It ain't doing much.
Oh yeah, it's just kind of sitting there.
Wrong one.
That's not it.
There we go. Oh, okay, so I think that the pump has already pulled it out.
Yeah,
well,
it's-
it looks like it's re-adding.
Well, it's raising up the temperature.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why the pump had pulled it out to heat it, and then it's going to hit this bad boy again and extract the rest of them sugars. Farrell, I feel like that's not going to happen. I feel like that product. I mean, someone might make it, but I feel like it might not get manifest from here.
That's your cutoff?
That's my guess.
That's your line?
That's my guess. Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, Farrell. I mean, look.
I'm pretty sure you could probably find that pretty easily.
My guess is that if you go onto Amazon, you will find an algorithmically generated product. Oh, no, you don't have to feel bad about it.
Probably with a special pocket.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, one hopes. Now, we're talking about 25. So they did not go crazy on this one.
Okay.
They were sensible.
So, do we want our base grain to be pale malt?
the workhorse of the brewing world.
Which is, dry, clean, crisp,
Absolutely.
classic, balanced. Or Munich malt, which is going to give us a little bit more bready and honey of a taste.
All right. I mean, we can't lose. I mean, pale malt has been used in beers before. That's what I'll say. It's happened.
So is Munich.
What? No way.
Yeah, no. I mean, these are both classique, but as a base, Munich is going to be a nice chewy product. Pale malt is just going to let us inflect it a bunch of different ways. Cider keeps winning.
The first one tastes like workhorse.
Well, it's workhorse. It's
horse sweat.
yes, no. I mean, listen.
Horse blanket.
No, that happens at the yeast phase. Pale malt, clear eyes can't lose. No, Jellyfish. Listen, you have to vote with your heart or your location. I mean, either one of those.
Same thing.
Either one of those is fine. But Munich is very, very nice. There is nothing wrong with it. It's gonna kill. I might just have some right now.
Just sample it.
Just a little sample. I know what's going on with pale malt. Every time I have it, it's amazing. It's just perfect. That's what pale malt is. It's just what you would make beer with, right?
Tell that to the Germans.
Right? Yeah. Munich just has a lot more identity. Pale malt is like very sweet, slightly nutty. Munich just comes in, Munich just opens the shop. It's like, what do you want? You want something that has like a bready sweet. You want something a little nutty. You want something that has like a honey richness. Come on in. No, yeah, that's what they want. And that's what they're gonna get, God damn it. Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll be having this Halloween beer around Christmas,
So
but that's fine.
for one secondary hop would be Victory, which is going to give us some biscuity.
We're jumping into the hop zone.
Not hop, secondary malt. Victory malt, which is going to be biscuity or toasty.
Ooh,
Crystal, which is going to be caramely.
yeah. True.
We could do chocolate, which is going. I'll let you.
I mean, that fits the candy energy, right?
Well, okay. Chocolate doesn't add chocolate flavor. It adds
no.
a nutty, roasty flavor.
Exactly. It's sort of an astringent character.
Yeah.
It's a lie of a name.
Yeah.
It's like cocoa, right? Unsweetened, not chocolate in the classic sense.
Yeah.
Like that type of roast bitterness.
Yep.
Now, of course, there's a lot of sugar in this suspension too. That's going to sweeten up that roasty, nutty character, but the grain itself is just in a different realm.
Okay, I'd say those are three that we could vote.
Oh
on.
yeah, it done.
Oh, you already started. Never mind. Okay.
You
fine.
gave me three great ones. If I get three great ones, I put them up. Yeah. But it's very chewy. There's something going on with it. Maybe some like mild caramelization or something like that, but the chew on some of these roasted malts is nice. It might also be that they are old.
Yeah.
And that moisture has attacked. But they don't taste bad. They taste good. Like there's nothing wrong with the flavor. But that's definitely something that you see in these the roasted ones. Oh, that's delicious. All right. I mean, I'm going to see I see it happening. I see a dark energy coalescing around crystal malt. No. They can't win. They can't beat it. It's time for the chocolati.
Okay.
Chocolate in Munich, man, we're already doing something. We're already doing something nice.
Okay, we can say we're done here, or we can add either of those two other ones.
You bet. I always love that request because it's very easy using poll.ma.pe to reuse polls and add stuff. So, here's the question for this incredible product. Do you feel like our bready, honey, nutty combo with the roasted nut of the chocolate is a great base, or do we want to add a little bit more sweetness of the varieties we've described? It looks like that might happen. It looks like now that we have given them chocolate, now they're demanding caramel.
I mean, chocolate and caramel is a good combo.
It's fine. No, they're both very, very good.
Getting that Halloween candy anyways.
Yeah, it can't be denied, basically. Is anybody else checking out COD?
No.
Call
I mean, I have not bought a COD game in a million years. And
I'm not 18.
yeah, I mean, Mike and Kiko constantly buy these and more or less, I think, play them by themselves.
Have you tried Exomore?
What?
Exomore?
No, I know what it is, but I haven't played it.
It feels like COD. I only played it a tiny little bit, but the shooting feels exactly like COD. It's even got the way the sound hits the body. That's a special sound they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, COD has definitely figured out how to make a mass market RPG. And I still remember grabbing that first network test and just being like, holy fuck. Because this was like when WoW was running shit. And I was like, wait a second, you are definitely making an RPG. This is a shooter, but the entire substrate of it is a role-playing game. And so Activision basically had WoW and COD running simultaneously for a couple decades. They want the crystal.
If they just amped up that RPG bit of it a little bit more, I might play it all the time.
Yeah. And I can see it.
Get some equipment going.
Yeah, I mean, for Keek and I, we thought that their version of the Battle Royale was the most fun just because it had their shooting and mechanics.
Yeah.
Hold on, didn't Keek and I play Battle Royale games for 2 years?
It was the
Before we won?
You never won on stream.
No, we did. We finally won in COD.
You never won.
No, on
Never won
PUBG.
You got close.
We got close. But no, and then the designers put together the version of the no-win icon, the no turkey
Yeah, no
with the
chicken.
turkey.
Yeah. Honestly, that was one of the best streams you've done in
No.
those streams were so much fun.
No, people would jump in the chat. It was like their date night. It was crazy. Here, so we have the crystal caramel. Now, I mean, what do we do next?
Okay, do you want to say no to this vote again, or do you want to add honey malt?
Oh, turn the honey up. I can see that.
I don't think I have to give you a description of honey malt.
No, and the truth is that, because I was like, I mean, does it really taste like honey? Yes. It 100% tastes like honey. You take a couple bites of it, and it breaks apart and becomes a sweet syrup.
200 gigs to download COD?
200 what?
That's what? Okay.
Well, because it's because it's
The full install is 212.
That's
They
insane.
optimize their game.
yeah. So that's the campaign that is the multiplayer with all of its modes and shit. And
I've been playing Balatro. That game's
Still
great.
a lot.
exactly. And then zombies? Woof.
Balatro, man.
Yeah,
That
I
game hurts,
guess. Is that on Steam?
man. Probably.
Yeah, it has to be. It's also like Nicki Minaj
What? That's so weird. Oh, he has all
and
sorts of
Snoop
weird
Dogg.
shit.
What?
Oh yeah, all the
Oh.
like all the
I did hear that the
Cosmetics and stuff.
The Nicki Minaj skin apparently is not very good.
So I get a Nicki
the model
Minaj.
is when you crouch down, apparently you can see behind corners. You can see the posterior.
the yacht.
Yeah, you can
Wait,
see it.
what the
like,
fuck
it
is going
literally,
on?
Well,
like,
no, what he's saying is that
larger than the other
Nicki
ones.
Minaj has the dumpy apparently, and so if you are crouched down, it's possible to see.
Her ass?
Yeah, exactly.
On your gun?
Around, no, not on your gun. Around the corner.
corners,
Oh
because
no!
it's bigger
These are
than-
characters too. So when you
So
when
I can run around COD like Nicki Minaj?
yes, exactly, and she'll say Nicki Minaj things. Oh, this isn't. I see what you're
Right.
you're
I
thinking.
don't want to play that anymore.
You're thinking about the weapon. You're thinking about
No.
traditional cosmetics. No, this is
No.
like the whole
This is
character
skin.
model.
So you're saying, wait, but you're also saying I can run around in COD as Snoop Dogg?
yes.
Okay, that I'm in for that.
Yeah. They'd be happy to.
That-
they would be happy to charge you for that.
Yeah.
No, listen. These wild beasts. Now they want the honey malt.
This is gonna be fully loaded.
Dude, yeah, this is going to be delish. This is going to be a next level at 10%. It's good. I mean, these powerful flavors. Yeah, every game is basically going full Fortnite. That's correct.
Fortnite isn't even Fortnite anymore. It's a chat program.
Yeah.
Remember how you said that World of Warcraft was the most graphically intensive chat program?
Yeah, deeper. Yeah, I've been to the Deep Run Tram. I know how it goes. All right.
Yeah, man, I logged in like 2 or 3 years ago and it went to Goldshire. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
don't go to that inn, man.
No. Yeah.
You don't want to
Watch
see
out.
some shit.
It's rough stuff.
Holy fuck. I
Or get a ticket and get in line, I guess.
10 years ago, I did not know that was what was going to happen to Goldshire.
Yeah, it sneaks up on you.
Whew.
Brothels. Now,
Jesus.
ladies of the night.
Furries of the night.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be some of that.
What's up?
There's going to be some wolves.
There's a lot of weird shit happening in that inn.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some real dapper werewolves out there.
Yeah.
Now, so what's next? So we did all of our grains. I feel like that's a robust supply there.
Yeah.
Now we're moving in this tropical stout realm. We're looking for the richest, most delicious fruits to hang out with the honey and the chocolate bitterness.
Yep. So what kind of flavors are we looking for from our hops? We want piney.
Well, we're looking for big fruits here in this dark realm.
You would be a
Yeah,
big.
we want the tropical. We want the stone fruit. We can't lose.
Amarillo might be the winner on that. I'm not saying it is. Stop typing.
Listen, I am ready to type at a moment's notice.
Amarillo is flowery, spicy, and tropical with a little bit of citrus.
Interesting.
You could do Idaho.
Idaho 7?
Yeah.
That's like stone fruits?
Yeah. Tangerine, marmalade, or marmalade as they call the
Lady
ladies.
Marmalade?
Yeah. Or let's say El Dorado. It's fruity notes with tropical fruit flavors. Pear, watermelon, candy, and stone fruit.
Right. El Dorado. Why don't you come to your senses?
Why don't you come to your senses?
Yeah, watermelon candy and stone fruit. That's an interesting set of domains.
Is it watermelon or is it watermelon candy?
That is different.
Those are different flavors.
True. Is it watermelon or watermelon candy?
Watermelon, comma, candy.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it.
Yeah, because watermelon candy, now you're thinking about that Jolly Rancher.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. No, this is going to work. Yeah, black currant, that would be very nice. Apparently that's the, that's like a common thing now in Guinness. Is that there's I forget what suffix you place on your order, but getting a Guinness with like a splash of black currant syrup is like one of the traditional modes now. It sounds pretty fucking good. I mean, I bet that's all right. But we're fucking around with the same thing here, screwing around with some of that darkness, that bitterness, and then hitting it with some fruit. But that's like syrup.
I mean, I always like the Darkness Rising, the cider with an inch of Guinness on top. That's real good.
Oh, I bet that's real nice.
Oh, like cider, you just layer on like.
Oh yeah.
Guinness.
No, I mean, it wouldn't be a Guinness. A snake bite is the half and half with cider.
Yeah, well, and snakebite is also a Yukon Jack and lime. Here, so Benedetto, I think, yeah, Guinness with extra black. That is exactly what they call it. Extra chuggy, exactly. No, that is exactly what they called it in the TikTok that I saw. Alcoholic Arnold Palmer's. Oh yeah. What's the downside?
What's not to like?
No, well, I mean,
It's called the Voodoo Ranger.
Yeah, I was gonna say we already have this is already solved. This is a solved problem. Our own sponsor, Voodoo Ranger, has solved the problem of the alcoholic Arnold Palmer. It's 8.5%.
And it does not taste like it.
It just tastes like a regular Arnold Palmer, except you're gonna wake up in a ditch. That's the difference. They want the Idaho 7.
Okay.
The fact that does not taste of alcohol at all.
Well, none of the flavors do. None of the flavors do. They're just exquisite.
They're real good.
Arizona iced tea for the professional. All right.
Now, do we want to add Idaho 7 also? What was our IBU?
The E-Boost is a gentle 25.
Okay. Do we want to add more for smell and aroma?
Yeah.
Like later on in the boil?
Yeah.
Smell
Fla-
and aroma.
Flavor and aroma.
It's like,
Flavor and aroma, but not bitterness. There we go. Because each of these hops is going to mean something different based on when you add it. Now, look at that. Look at that brew box. The full extraction has begun.
Has it? Can't tell.
Yeah, now you can see this. You can see the speckles of all the darker grains that you can't see up front. It has really started to extract. Very powerful. Yeah, they want it. They deserve it. There's 0 no votes and all yes votes. Idaho 7-1.
Okay.
All right. Victory. God, is it time for yeast?
We're going to go with American Ale and American Ale 2. American Ale is smooth, clean, and balanced, where American Ale 2 is going to be clean, tart, and nutty.
Halloween theme. American Ale 2.
The sequel.
The sequel.
Bwank, bwank, bwank. Clean, tart, nutty. Both make sense.
You seen any of the new Magic set? It's pretty good. The horror themed one.
No, I haven't been back in the Magic mix for a minute.
No, what was it? There's a new Magic thing that's Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're basically going hard. But the issue with those side sets is a lot of times they weren't.
Broken.
Well, they're busted and they weren't tournament legal. So now starting with these next sets, not only are they going to be tie-ins with like the biggest brands on earth, they're also going to be tournament legal. So they're going to have to break those down. Because I mean, the 40K stuff was awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't want those jumping containment.
Well, like I think, what was it? The Walking Dead one. There was something just completely broke the entire game, and it was perfectly legal. It was like the Frank Grimes, I think, or whatever the hell the main character was, just destroyed the entire game.
Yeah. And they had seen that stuff too. I mean, like with the with all the Commander drama, there were some cards that were so freaky that they basically had to destroyed the community, right? It ended up coming in and coming underneath the mothership. Like that's a wild situation.
Yeah, because Commanders wasn't a official Magic format.
No, but then they started supporting it, and yeah. Looks like they want the American ale too. They're looking for the clean, the tart, and the nutty. Incredible. Now, so now that we have absolutely every piece of information, we know exactly what to do. Now we have but to name our Halloween beverage. Now, my fingies are ready. They're oriented toward the keyboard directly, and I'm excited to see what you'll do. It's Blackout.
Apparition. Nice. Drink or treat.
Thing called love. Dork. Honey nut whore. Tenebrous.
That just makes me think of Honey Nut Horror would be like chocolate Honey Nut Cheerios. Imagine how good that would be.
Anytime Honey Nut Churros end up in there is good. Sam wine, that's nice. There's many variations on Blackout. I'm just going to put it in there. I think that we have done Imagine a Dark Beer. I feel very confident over the long duration of the show that we have done it. Oh, that's true, because there's going to be a wood.
Yeah.
Wood chipper is kind of nice, very, very Halloween-y. What we brew in the shadows?
Ooh, nice.
No, I'm not going to win. I know what I'm beating.
That's insane, Alan. Are you kidding?
Everybody else go home.
Listen, and I'm putting in Abrudon the Black because it's great.
Did we?
But
Shh.
it's abandoned.
I know.
Yeah, broadened.
I know. I'm just saying.
We didn't what we brew in the shadows before?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so.
We might have had it.
It might have been in the list.
Before.
Oh,
We've definitely
possible.
done vampire beers.
A couple.
Yeah.
All right, I got 6 solid ones here. Gonna wait. See if there's any great products. Oof. It's very nerdy, Goblin Gnome, and I like it. Norman, thank you so much. You subscribed for 52 months in advance?
I think that means they were doing the reoccurring subscription. They weren't doing
Oh.
like the
Oh, thank
free
you.
YouTube or like.
Nice. Here, Brew Moon is very funny. All right, a few options there. A few delicious options. Can has.
Someday I'll get a winner.
It's gonna happen.
Not today.
Not this time.
Well,
Won't we brew in the shadows too good?
Look, Alan's been around. Alan's been dropping great product. Yeah. It works. I mean, obviously there's great ones. Wood chipper is very good. But unfortunately, when this demon man enters the facility, see, and then Alan, look, and then he votes for wood chipper. What a pimp! What a delightful gentleman. Well, listen, let's just put these other names out of their misery. What we brew in the shadows. That's it. A zesty, robust, complete product. Oh, I know. I saw. I was very impressed. A very bro move, Alan. Very nice. Very demure. Now, Eric has snapped a shot with the phone. He's ready. He knows what he needs to get from Micro Homebrew. We did it. We did it. We got all the way. We did it yet again. We got all the way through it. Now, now what do we do for 10 minutes? It was too fast. We didn't.
Great job, everyone.
We didn't fuck around at the beginning. And now we're stuck here at the end.
You're gonna have to have another beer.
Yeah, probably.
Suggested pairing. Suggested candy pairing.
A candy pairing? Well, here. Let's take a look.
Peanut M&Ms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, lean into the nut angle, the aspect.
Have we decided on what wood to use?
It's whatever I can find at the fucking store.
Yeah, it's gonna be. They'll have like a lot of homebrew shops. Do they have some wine stuff as well?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then they'll have some decent choices. Well, here, no, I'm not gonna stare silently into the camera for 10 minutes, Joe. That sounds. I mean, I could, but I don't think I'm going to. Is what I'm saying. I think it's not the done thing. A tender ballad?
It has been a while since you sang the grain.
You really don't do it anymore. You know, honestly,
what tender? Maybe that's
the
it.
issue.
Maybe that's what's happening, right?
Yep. Just saying.
Well, I mean, what kind of tender ballad are we talking about?
Well, it's for Bobby, so what would you sing for Bobby?
Let's see. Kiss from a Rose.
You've done that a lot.
I did that one already.
Yeah. That's been a classic. You always got that one in your back pocket if you need it.
Is there a good song with Bobby in the lyrics?
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now.
I feel like
Bobby McGee.
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, you test me against Janis Joplin.
Yeah, that's a great song. It'd be hard.
It's an incredible song. Lots of killer covers of it too.
Sweet dreams are made of cheese.
Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody looking for something. Some of them want to use you.
No, it's to Gouda.
What?
Some of them want a Gouda. Come on.
Yeah, Bob Dabalina. See, now you were talking.
Yeah.
Like, that was how I was able to get. That's how I was able to get the kids, like, completely dialed in to hip hop. Like, I had to give them. Well, I had to give them the education, right? I had to. Who am I to disagree? That's great. Yeah. But I'm saying that, like, I basically had to start in the '80s, and then like lead them through this whole realm, and they get out to the sort of like, they get out to like the De La Soul, like the wilder, more esoteric, experimental stuff. Like I had to give them the foundations, and I also had to show them like in the '90s that they were just putting rap into everything. Like they were putting like Barney Rubble's rapping about Fruity Pebbles. Like they couldn't help themselves. You'd have songs, and then they'd have like the rap breakdown section.
The Sprite crisscross one.
I don't remember that.
My entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, MF Doom is great. Young MC, obviously Aesop Rock. These are all baller. Young MC starts, obviously much before all that stuff. But we had to. I felt like it was incumbent upon me to make sure that they understood the full arc. And then obviously for me, my real introduction was Kool Moe Dee.
Oh yeah, sure.
How You Like Me Now.
Yeah.
A literally life-changing sense, because I had to, in order to watch MTV at the house, because we didn't have MTV, my mom limited access. We had it as part of our cable package, but she limited access to that channel.
Wow.
But you could if you turned the channel on the television, because the cable box is separate, if you put it to the station next to it up on the cable box, and then you turned the channel slightly on the television, there was a point at which the image would coalesce and you could watch the things that you weren't supposed to watch. And that also includes
Old school hacking.
things that are not music television, it turns out.
Yep. Did a lot of that.
It turns out that there's also other channels that are limited as well. Yes, now, Datter asks, I used to listen to White Zombie's Astro Creep 2000 at my dish job at Chapter 11, a local prime rib house. And so Astro Creep 2000 was played a lot.
Chapter 11?
Yeah, it was a steakhouse called Chapter 11. I don't know. It seems inauspicious.
Yeah.
But the way that it worked was that Mondays were quite slow. Like we still had 2 dish people, but it was just a really, really slow night. And once I did bring in reggae with the boombox, because you had to bring your own boombox in. And I did bring in reggae, and I did unfold beach chairs inside the dish pit. And I did get virgin daiquiris from the bar. And so when my manager came in to the dish pit and saw both of us in lounge chairs with daiquiris listening to reggae, it was so psychotic. It was so psychotic that he had no riposte. I didn't even get in trouble. Like, it was so crazy that he couldn't contextualize it.
This is like when you did the ice cream on waffles.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of weird shit.
Who doesn't do ice cream?
No, they had
This was at a con.
Yeah, they gave away ice cream waffles at a con.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then we got in trouble. They said you can't do that, but I'm not sure that we can't. And then we just did it until we ran out. I mean, yeah. I mean, he. I don't even think he was mad. I mean, if I tried to do that on Saturday, it would be a different energy, right? Yeah. Just means can with extra steps. Exactly right. But listen, why don't we radically reconfigure our space here? Why don't we bring in our tools and instruments of war so that come 2:30, we can continue our war PG, Black Remnant, and resolve the conflict that we started last time when we took a very special job for the Cicerone and their strange network in the inner sphere. Does that seem reasonable?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna grab the machinery of the universe. Don't go nowhere. 2:30. It's all happening right in here. All right, ready? Huh, whoa.